Hi guys, what we're going to do here today, we're going to just practice or see how we could convert words into binary. So as you can see, I already have the ASCII conversion table, and we have a word that we're going to try to use. We're going to use the word dog, D-O-G, and more specifically, capital letter D. All right, so what we're going to do first, so we're going to convert this D-O-G into our binary. So as you can see, capital letter D, and if you come over here to our table, and capital letter D is obviously 68. Okay, so we're going to work with the number 68 here. Let me get on my marker. So I'm going to be working with the number 68. Okay, so how binary works here, notice they are all doubled. So we have 1, and then 1 doubled is 2, and 2 doubled is 4, 4 doubled is 8, 8, 16, so forth and so forth. So what we need to do, we're going to be filling in these numbers here to equal 68. So our first number, we're going to be using a 1 because 64 could go into 68. And all we're going to do is subtract from there. So 68 minus 64, and we obviously know that we get 4. So we know that 32 can't go into it, so that's a 0. We know 16 can't go into it, so that's a 0. We know 8 cannot go into it, so that's a 0. 4 could go into 4 one time. We have no remainder, so we have 0 and 0. Okay, so our binary number for the capital letter D is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0. Not so bad. Okay, let's try our next one. So we're going to use red here for this one. This next one here is, and let me just erase this one up here, this 68 here. All right, so our lowercase letter O is 111. You can see that right here. Okay, so we're going to be converting on 111. Okay. So let's start off with here at our 64. There we go. So 111 minus 64, so that's 7. You know, that's 47. Okay. So we know we're going to start off with 164. And then next we have 32. Can 32? Absolutely. So we're going to come in here. We're going to subtract 32 from that. So we know 5. And we have 15. So we know we're going to use that 32. Now we know that 16 doesn't work. 16 is too big for 15, what we have here. So that gets a 0. Next we have the 8. Yes, 8 fits into 15. So we know when we subtract that, we get 7. So we're going to use 1 8. And we know that 4 will fit. So when we fit, subtract here again, we get 3. So we're going to put 1 4. And then we obviously know that 2 will fit, so we got to use that one. And then we get 1 remaining, so 1 minus 1 obviously brings us down to 0 then. So the binary number here for 111 is 1 1 0 1 1 1 1. That one's a little bit tougher, a lot of numbers there to calculate. Okay, let me erase this here real quick. And our last number, as you guys can see, is 103. Okay, so let's take a look at 103 on our conversion table. All right, here we go. And let's use a blue color for this one. All right, so 103, again, as we got our lowercase g from our conversion table over here, lowercase g is obviously 103. So we're going to convert 103. So we know that 64 is definitely going to fit into that. So we put 64 minus 103. And we know that we get 9 and 39. There we go. And we know that 32 is going to fit in there, so we're going to use a 32. So it'll be 32. And we know that we have 7 remaining. We know that 16 can't fit into 7, so that's a 0. We know that 8 can't fit into 7, so that's a 0. But we do know that 4 can. That would give us a 3. So we'll use a 1 there. We know that 2 will fit into that. So we'll use a 2. And we know that 1 will bring us down to our 0. There you go. That's how you convert into binary. So that would be pretty crazy. So if somebody said, hey, do you know what this word is? And they've identified it by the numbers 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. That looks kind of crazy. Like, what letter might that be? Well, that's the letter capital D. Okay. Next one we had was 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. That is our lowercase o. And then lastly, we have our 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. And that's our lowercase g. Hopefully that makes sense. Next week, then I'll show you how to convert it back there to our numbers. So hopefully this makes sense to you guys, and we'll give this a try. And for your assignment, what I'd like you to do is try to calculate your name, just your first name, in binary. So give that a try. Alrighty, guys. Hope this helps, and hope you had fun with this. Take care.